okay. Just close my mouth with a quick inhale. And I remember thinking to myself, like, okay. And I got to the bottom, and he pinned me down, and he just kept looking at me, and I'm out of breath at this point. And it probably only lasted, maybe 30, 40 seconds. It felt like minutes went by.
I bet.
And I'm just like, just sucking in my chest, and I'm just looking at him. I'm not fighting him. I'm not panicking. I'm like, I'll pass out before I show you that I'll freak out.
Yeah.
And finally, after I was, basically sucking my chest into my spine, he let me up.
Jesus, you're about to have a collapsed lung because you're like, I'm not quitting, dude.
Yeah. So he let me back up. I got to the top, and at least this time I was on the outside of the hive. But, those type of things, they just let you understand that, you can do a lot in life that doesn't equal death.
Yeah.
Even though it might feel like it at the time.
Yeah. Well, I think there's a good saying that I've heard on tons of other podcasts, including like Joe Rogan, is like, the worst thing that's ever happened to you is the worst thing that's ever happened to you. It's just it's all about perspective, like, or the heart. You could say the same thing could be said about like saying like the hardest thing you've ever done is the hardest thing you've ever done. That doesn't mean that that's the hardest thing that you can ever do.
Right.
It just means that particular moment, that's the hardest thing that you've ever done.
Yeah. And then take solace that it can always get worse.
Yeah, well, it certainly can. That's for sure, man. There's no doubt about that. But I mean, it sounds like you guys were able to make it through all that that whole process, indoctrination process.
Yeah. So I'll give you a quick summary. So the last week before pre-BRC kicked off, we had done a run swim run earlier in the week, which was we would run from Margarita over to Main Side, do 2,000 meter swim, and then we would run back. So running over to Main Side, I think if I'm going by memory, it's about 2.5 miles or so. So you're running 5 miles and doing a 2,000 meter swim.
Yeah. And
you have to go at a pace dictated by the cadre. So there's a cadre at the front and there's a cadre at the back, and you don't want the guy in the back to catch you. So there's a pace that you got to maintain. And I remember running over the second one we did that week, and my foot just gave me like, a little pause, a little twinge in my foot. And I was like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
So then I did the swim, and as soon as I got my shoe back on and I went to go run, it hurt really bad. Like,
do you know what you did?
So I fractured my foot. A stress fracture. So
stress fractures.
So it actually broke the bone, but it didn't fracture it like you would normally see, like a break. It was a crack in the bone. So I went in. I told the doc, the corpsman in the program with us, and I said, "Hey," something's wrong with my foot. And so he pinched on it, pushed on it. He's like, "Bro, we got to go do an X-ray."